to Friday. We're going to do an express class today. Everything is a little bit like out of kilter. You can tell I'm on a vertical format. It's a shorter class. It's a crazy Friday, but we're going to breathe through. We're going to move through it together. Just thankful to be here on our mats, ending the week, creating some good energy. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. Ground through those sit bones. And just for a moment, try to focus inward. And that little moment will turn into like the whole day, the whole even half hour that we're here together, right? Just staying inward here. Taking that cue from your closed eyes to tune out everything else that's going on around you. Ground down through your sit bones. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up here. And then exhale it all, go through your mouth. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears, roll them back, open your heart here. Spread your collarbones, gently engage your core. And let's open class together with one just like nice big Om here. So breathe in, really fill up, feel your lungs expanding. You'll be feeling a little tingling in your body as that vibration starts to awaken your whole body from the toes to the top of the head. Gently blink your eyes open. And we're going to start this practice today standing. We're just going to get moving. So come to the top of your mat, feet are hips width distance apart here. Take a moment here to ground your feet into the mat. Really feel the whole sole of your foot pressing down. Gently bend your knees here so that you're not like overstressing your hips and your knees. Soften your knees here, tuck your tailbone and pull your ribs in toward your torso here. Shrug those shoulders up by your ears and roll them down. Just feel nice and strong here. Right? Fingertips are pulling your shoulders down. Core is engaged. Feeling nice and strong. You can keep a stance like hips width distance for now, right? Just feeling solid here like a tree. Good. Take an inhale here, reach your arms up toward the sky. You can start your playlist. I forgot to say it. You're practicing to music today. Reach your fingertips up toward the sky. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears and slowly start to come onto your toes here, right? Up on your tiptoes. Squeezing an imaginary block between your legs, tucking your tail, finding something steady to gaze at, reaching up, pulling into the midline. And then as you exhale, drop your heels to the mat and start to fold down over straightened legs. Good. Drop your head, drop your chin. Inhale here, lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold it back down. Bend your knees gently as you inhale, rise all the way back up. Reach up toward the sky, come high on your toes here. Reach it up, take a breath, find your balance. And then as you exhale, drop your heels and fold it forward. Just trying to find some movement in your back here, right? Warming up the spine. Drop your head. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Last time here, bend gently into the knees, start to rise up. And as you straighten your legs, start to come high on your toes here. Maybe finding already a little bit more balance after the third time you've done this. Reach a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, drop your heels, fold it forward. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Bring your right hand in between your feet. It can make it like a triangle, depending on your back, or you can bring your hand back in between your feet here. Bend gently into your right knee. Try to snuggle your shoulder inside your right leg and reach your left arm up to the sky, finding a nice twist here. Gaze up towards your fingertips. Press down through your feet. Find a nice opening in the left side body. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to center, switch sides. Left hand to the mat, gentle bend in the left knee. You reach your right arm up toward the sky. Keep pressing down through those feet, finding a nice opening in the right side body. Inhale here. Exhale, fold it down. Take an inhale here to just grab opposite elbows, sway back and forth a few times, just loosening up the lower back. Really letting that gravity work to your advantage as you pull the crown of your head down toward the mat. Good, swaying side to side. Then bend into your knees. Keep your elbows clasped here. And slowly roll up, keeping your head framed in your upper arms as you roll yourself all the way up. Press your elbows back as you straighten your spine. Maybe take a little back bend here as you tuck your tail, opening the front body. Next inhale, reach your arms toward the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your side in Tadasana. Step your feet together, toes and heels are touching. Take a moment, set an intention for your practice before we start moving. We're just being thankful that we're here on the mat, creating all this good energy, sending it out into the world, setting up for our weekend. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring your hands by your side, warming up with 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Take an inhale here, reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale here, lengthen to look forward. As you exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull your heart through your shoulders. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Inhaling here and exhaling, right? Kind of our happy place here, downward facing dog. Just breathe it out. Maybe bend into your knees a little bit. Finding length in the side body by pressing through all 4 corners of your palms here. Roll the eyes of your elbows out and forward. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, palms press overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pour it down. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga, squeeze those elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your heart through, press the tops of your feet down. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Hips lead the way here. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale, really fill up, feel your lungs expand. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, palms press. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Hook your thumbs out in front of you. As you inhale, reach up, look up, arch back. Feel like you're pulling those thumbs away from each other, right? Find some extra opening in your armpits and your triceps there. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold down over straight legs. Inhale, hands to the mat, step your right foot back to a lunge, gaze ahead. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just building some heat here, following your breath. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide it forward to cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward lunge. Really press your left heel back as you pull your heart forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch back, pull those thumbs. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold it down with the crown of your head, pull you down. Inhale, hands to the mat, left foot steps back to a lunge. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide it forward to cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold it down. Inhale, hands come to the mat, step your right foot back to a lunge, listen up. As you exhale, sweep your left leg up into three-legged dog. Pause here. Bend your knee, open your hip. Let's do those nice juicy circles that we usually do at the very beginning, right? Take 2 circles in one direction, 2 or 3 in the other, right? Starting to warm up that hip joint. On your next inhale, send that left leg all the way up to the sky. And then as you inhale, roll forward to plank, place your left foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge, then drop your right knee to the mat. Walk your hands up to your knee. Start to pulse here a little bit. Good. Let your hips sink, lift your heart, tuck your tail. Right, all this opposition will create length in the body. Good, one more breath here. Next inhale, hook those thumbs out in front of you and sweep it up into Anjaneyasana with these hooked thumbs here. Keep your tailbone tucked, protecting your lower back. Good, and then pretend you're pulling pulling your thumbs apart as you bend your elbows out to the side, bring your hands down toward your head. And then inhale, reach it back up. One more time like that. Bend your elbows, find the stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, reach it back up. As you exhale, hands come to either side of your front foot. Straighten that left leg, just come into a quick half split here. Take an inhale, and then exhale, fold down, reverse straighten legs. One more breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, bend into your left knee. Step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide it to cobra. Stay low, pull your heart forward. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward to a lunge. Plant your left hand into the mat and just take this nice open twist here for just a breath. Good, find your footing here, press into your feet, and then stay twisted and try to come up into a twisted lunge. So you're standing straight, right? Keep your heart turning toward the right here. Gaze can then move behind you. And either stay here or take the reverse lunge, reaching your left arm up and over as your right hand comes down your back leg. One more breath here. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Left foot steps forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch back. Last time here, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold it down. Hands come to the mat, left foot steps back to a lunge, look forward, find the length. And as you exhale, sweep that right leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip here and start to make those circles. Whew. You really notice the difference here, right? One hip to the next. Good, after your second circle in the opposite direction, reach that leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And as you inhale, pull yourself into plank, hug your knee in towards your chest, place your right foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Drop your left knee to the mat, walk your hands up to your right knee here. Good, find a nice strong back and strong torso here, right? So pull your core in, pull your ribs in, but tuck your tail down. And then let your hips sink down. One more breath here, open your heart. Then hook those thumbs up overhead, maybe switch the direction that they're hooked in, right? We always kind of tend to do the same thing. Think about how you cross your thumbs and then switch it. Reach up for the sky. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, keep your thumbs hooked as you open your heart toward the sky. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, hands come down to either side of your front foot. Straighten through that right leg. Take an inhale here to lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold it down. Breathe here. Next inhale, bend back into your right knee. Step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward to a lunge. Plant your palm into the mat. Start to take this nice open twist. Opening up. Breathe it out. Good, and feel your feet pressing into the mat. Your knees are tracking forward, right? And then keep your torso as it is. Just come up to stand into this twisted high lunge. Maybe move your gaze behind you when you find your balance. Squeeze your outer hips in. Good, keep yourself steady. Maybe take the reverse, taking your left hand down your right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Gaze can move up. One more breath. Woo. As you exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Pop your right foot forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch back. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Whew. Good. Should be nice and warmed up now. Feel the heat moving through your body. Take a breath or two here to catch up. Right? Steady your breath. Steady your mind. One more breath here in Tadasana. Inhale. And then exhale, blink your eyes open if they're closed. Bring your toes and heels to touch at the top of the mat. As you inhale, bend your knees deeply. Drop your seat. Lift your heart. Come up into Utkatasana, chair pose. And as you exhale, fold down over straight legs. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, plant those palms. Step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, up dog. Pull your shoulders apart and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Reach it up to warrior one. Back heel is down. Back foot is down and on an angle. Square your hips forward here. Reach it up. One more breath. As you exhale, bring your hands to your lower back. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms as you pull your arms straight. And then exhale, fold it down into humble warrior. Good. Folding inside your right leg. Let the crown of your head pull you down. Keep pressing into your feet. Don't let those hips sink. Everything is active, right? Even that inner left thigh. Keep pulling that up toward the sky. One more breath here. On an inhale, come halfway up. Just walk your hands off to the side of the mat. We've done this before. It feels really good. Take up lots of space. Warrior legs, down dog, torso here. Just send your seat back as you reach your heart and your torso forward. One more breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, turn your right foot toward the side of the mat, paralleling your feet here in a wide stance. Good. Take an inhale here to lengthen. And then exhale, just fold it down. Breathe here for a moment. Let the crown of your head pull you down. Walk your fingers back toward the level of your toes. Inhaling here. Exhaling. On your next inhale, come halfway up. Your torso is parallel to the mat. Your toes are all facing the side of the mat. Start to bend into your knees here, getting into the hip creases. Good. Send your seat back in space. You can bring your hands to your hips and send your elbows back and up. Good. Stay here. Keep sending that seat back. You want a little more challenge. Start to reach your fingertips forward. Pressing into those feet. Bend those knees a little bit deeper. Hold it here. One more breath. As you exhale, put your hands to the mat. Straighten your legs here for just a moment. Torso is parallel. Bring your hands to your waist. Take an inhale here to rise up. Return your feet to warrior position. Come to warrior two for just a breath. Take an inhale here to reverse your warrior. Reaching up and back. You can gaze up toward the sky or toward the side of the room. You know what you need. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Find your foundation. Good. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. It's on an angle there. Pulling your hips square toward the front of the room. Deep bend in that front knee. Tuck your tail down. And then hands come to your lower back. Interlace those fingers. Pull your heart open as you pull your knuckles down, finding space in the front body. And then exhale, fold it down into humble warrior inside your left leg. Good. Drop your head. Release the neck, no tension. Press into those feet, feel your hips lift up a little bit more, making more space to fold into. Inhaling here. Exhale. Next inhale, come halfway up. Just walk those hands off to the top corner of your mat. Good, keeping your legs as they are, pressing into those feet, sending your hips back as you pull your heart forward, pressing your palms into the mat. One more breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands to the side of the mat, parallel your feet again. Bring your hands to your waist and then come all the way up to stand for just a breath. Good. Interlace your fingers at your lower back, a little shoulder opening here. Pull your knuckles down again, but don't, and not the expense of like swaying your back. Keep your tail tucked and then open your heart, pressing into your feet. And then as you exhale, start to fold forward. Letting your heart lead the way and then dropping your head. Good, take a moment here to squeeze your palms together if you have the fist and feel your shoulders lift away from your ears. And with that space, then maybe take them a little bit further over your head. Trying to keep your shoulders from scrunching your ears. Inhale here. Exhale. Next, inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up to stand. Turn your toes out here, we're just gonna do a little goddess while we're here. Little hips on this side, good. So maybe adjusting your stance a tiny bit. Pressing your knees out, tuck your tailbone under, lift your heart. Stay nice and strong here, and then maybe pulse a little bit, releasing in the hips. Beautiful. Then find some stillness as you reach your arms up overhead. Interlacing your fingers, maybe pointing your pointer toward the sky. Squeeze your ears with your upper arms and reach your fingertips up as you drop your hips down and tuck your tail. Keep pressing those knees out, right? Somehow focusing on reaching your fingers up takes the focus off of what's going on in your hips, even though it's happening. Good. One more breath. Inhale, press into those feet, come back to straight legs. Release your arms, return your feet to warrior two. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale, just reverse that warrior, open up the side body. And as you exhale, take it all the way down, step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here to just reset. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. Last time, really fill up. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana. Exhale, come to Tadasana. Take a breath here, breathe in, reset. Exhale. Next, inhale, bend those knees deeply, return to Utkatasana. Keep those hips low, bring your hands to heart center, and take a twist to the right. Good, really hooking your arm on the outside of your thigh, pressing your palms together and peeling your heart toward the side, or maybe opening your arms up, gazing up. 2 more breaths. Keep sinking those hips down, nice and even. 1 more breath. Good, inhale, stay low, come back to center Utkatasana. And then exhale, take it to the other side. Right arm hooks on the outside of the left thigh. Press those palms together and use that to peel your heart toward the side of the room as your gaze moves up. Maybe opening your arms here. Breathe it out. 2 more breaths. Hold it here. You've got this. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come back to center Utkatasana. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Come high on those toes. Lift your heels up off the mat. Squeeze into the midline and like your back is sliding down a wall. Come all the way down to sit on your heels here, squeezing your inner thighs together. Nice tall spine, heels are popped up as high as you can make them. 1 more breath here, hold it. As you exhale, slowly lower yourself onto your seat, coming into Navasana pose. Just holding it, right? Hold it here for 5. You can have bent or straight legs. 3, 2, 1, take it down to low bug for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up to high boat. Hold it here. 2, 1. Low boat. Hold it down here. Pull your navel down toward the mat. Good. Hold it. This time, inhale, pop all the way up. And then either exhale to bring your feet down, roll yourself back and forth 1 or 2 times for momentum. Or you can try to plant your feet and reach yourself forward, returning to Utkatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, come to stand. Bend those knees deeply again, rise up to Utkatasana. And then exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior 1. Square those hips. Exhale, open it up to warrior 2. Good, hold it here for a breath. Really feel those hips opening. Your right knee is pressing to the outer edge of the mat there. 1 more breath here. Inhale, reverse that warrior, reach up, reach back. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. And as you exhale, come into your version of extended side angle, right? Modify with your hand on your leg or your arm on your leg, or your hand to the inside or outside of your front foot on the mat. Good, maybe taking the bind if your shoulders are up to it, or half bind, reaching your left arm around for your right inner thigh. Good, keep your heart peeling toward the side of the room. Inhale here, exhale. Beautiful, now wherever you are, whether you have modified or the bind or traditional extended side angle, I want you to press into your feet to straighten your leg, coming into this nice long triangle here. Good, keep pulling the crown of your head forward. Press those feet into the mat and then peel your hips toward the side of the room. Staying here. Adjusting your feet only if you need to. Tuck your tail under. Reach your fingertips toward the sky. One more breath. As you exhale, left hand comes down to your left hip. Bend into your right hand and walk your fingertips out in front of you, coming into half moon pose. Start with a bent knee here. Get yourself set up, right? With a bent knee, start to open your hips to the side, stacking the left on top of the right. And then start to straighten both legs as you feel kind of blossom into this beautiful pose here. Keep that top leg nice and active. Foot is pressing toward the back of your space. One more breath here. As you exhale, left hand comes down. Just lengthen your spine for a moment here. Square your hips. And then exhale, walk your hands back toward your right foot as you come into standing split. Again, maybe soften your right knee a little bit and lift your left toes toward the sky. Inhaling here. Exhale. One more breath. Stretch a little bit higher. As you exhale, left foot comes to meet the right at the top of the mat. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana, just a breath. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana, sorry. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale here in up dog if you're doing the vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward here, warrior one. Exhale, open it up to warrior two, pause here. You don't pause in this pose a lot these days, right? Try to find your torso right over your hips. Left knee is pulling to the outer edge of the mat. Tuck your tail. Breathe it here. Then flip your front palm, reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Don't lose the bend, but think about lifting your torso up off your hips and then back. And then as you exhale, take it into extended side angle. Right now, either stay where you are, or maybe each breath will take you a little bit deeper. It depends what your body's feeling today, right? And what you need in your mind also. Breathe in here, keep stacking the right hip on top of the left, opening your heart to the side of the room. Stay nice and buoyant in the torso. One more breath wherever you are. Next inhale, press into your feet and use that power to straighten your left leg, coming into this nice long triangle pose. Good, take a moment here, tuck your tailbone under. Adjust anything that you might need to feel nice and strong and steady and safe in this pose, right? Take an inhale here. Exhale, keep lengthening. Think about lengthening the left side body, right? Keeping it as long as the right side body, which is on top. One more breath. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Bend into that left knee. Tiptoe your fingertips off to in front of you and a little off to the side here. Soft left knee here as you start to stack your hips. Good, and then start to press into your foot to straighten your leg, opening up into this half moon pose. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Last inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, square those hips down. Take an inhale here to lengthen your spine. And then into that space, exhale, fold it into standing leg split. Really press into that left foot, maybe bend your left knee a little bit to find it. And then use your core to lift your right leg a little bit higher, all the way to the toes. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left at the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Bend those knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale here to lengthen. As you exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach that right leg up toward the sky, three-legged dog. As you inhale, come forward to plank, hug your knee in toward your right upper arm here, as high as you can. Just hold it here. Press down to lift your torso away from the mat. And then as you exhale, gently place your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming into a lizard lunge here. Breathing it out. Good, rocking back and forth. And then take it to where you want to go, right? There's many options here. You can drop your back knee, the forearms. You can peel your right knee out to the side and press it open. You can take the bind. Do what your body's asking for today, right? But do it with intention and with commitment. Holding here for one more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, release any bind that you might have. Bring your hands back to the top of the mat. Start to toe heel your right foot to the side, to the left side as you come into a pigeon pose. So your left shin is as parallel to the mat as your right shin is as parallel to the mat as you can make it here. Take a moment here to lift your torso, walk it up, find space in the front body, and then exhale, fold down over your shin. Good, nice to think about your hips being nice and square down. Inhale here. Exhale. One more breath here. Open the hip, breathe into that outer right hip. On your next inhale, walk your torso back up, plant your palms, sweep your right leg all the way back up into three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches for the sky. As you exhale, roll forward to plank, bring your knee to the outer edge of your left arm, right? So you're kind of in this like, I don't know, it's like a bow and arrow almost, right? Pressing through your back heel, hold it here, use your core. And then as you exhale, drop that left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming to a low lizard lunge, right? Sort of easing yourself into the pose, maybe rocking back and forth, and then drop your back knee if that feels good. Forearms down, right? Do what feels good. Try to do what you did on the other side for balance, unless you have injuries or something that prevents you from doing it. Right? I'm like super OCD about that. So try. Press that knee open that you did on the other side and peel your heart. Maybe taking the bind, opening it up the right thigh, the right quad. Inhaling here. As you exhale, release any bind that you might have. Hands come back to the top of the mat and start to toe heel that left foot to the right, setting yourself up for pigeon, being mindful of your knee. Take an inhale here to lengthen, and then exhale, fold it down. Inhaling here, exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more breath. Inhale, walk your torso back up. This time, lean into your left hip and swing your right leg around to the top of the mat. Coming into Jani Shirsasana. So your left heel is in towards your pubic bone. You're squared over your right leg here. Take an inhale here to lengthen your arms up as you ground your sit bones down. And then exhale with a nice long spine and open heart. Fold yourself forward over your right leg. Breathing here. In. Let it go. One more breath. Good. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Let's just take a quick compass pose. I'm sure I'm going to go over the half hour. I can't stop myself, right? Cradle your left shin like a baby in between your elbows, so the foot and knee are inside your two elbows here. Either stay here if this feels good with a nice tall spine, opening up the left outer hip, or take it into compass pose, taking your left leg over your shoulder, extending your arm out to the side, and then just peeling your heart open as you straighten your left leg, gazing up above your right elbow. Good, one more breath. As you exhale, make your way back out of it. Can't resist hip stuff, good. Hug your knee in towards your chest, and then extend your left leg out in front of you. Right knee bends, bring your right heel in towards your pubic bone. Take a moment to center yourself over your left leg, grounding down. Take an inhale here to reach up, and then exhale with a long front body, start to fold over your left leg. Drop your head when you get there, right? Kind of let your heart lead the way, and then let it go. Release down into it, but your leg is staying active, right? It's safer, and it's also, you'll find more strength and flexibility. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Cradle your right shin and your elbows here. Good, this can be enough for a lot of people. This is a pretty powerful outer hip stretch here. Just keep pulling that shin in toward your chest here with a nice tall spine. Good, rocking back and forth. We're taking it into compass pose, taking your right knee up on top of your right shoulder. Extend your right arm out to the side. And peel yourself open. And all these poses are like, you think of yourself blossoming into them, right? They're not very like that. It's very fluid, I should say. Right, one more breath. Inhale, make your way back out of it. Hug your shin in for a breath. Then hug your knee in towards your chest. Extend your right leg out to meet your left. Bring your fingertips over, like with a nice rounded spine, bring your fingertips by your heels. Feel your belly lift, like hollow bottom lift up and in here. Drop your head and then drag your fingers back towards your hips here as you slowly make your way down onto your back, right? Feeling each vertebra touch the mat, like imprint into the mat as you pull your navel down towards your spine. And when you arrive down on your back, we'll just take one quick back bend. We haven't done a lot of back bending, so if you just want to do a half wheel, that's fine. Either way, you're going to bend your knees and press into your feet to lift your hips. Half wheel, you're going to keep pulling your tailbone down towards your knees as you lift your chest up. Maybe shimmy your shoulders under you. Good. This can be a nice one. It's feeling length in your quads there. Tuck your tail. Hold it here. Right? Nice engagement for strength and safety. One more breath here. As you exhale, wherever you are, if you're all the way up, tuck your chin. And then roll yourself slowly down onto the mat. Taking a moment here. Then we're going to do a quick inversion here. So the legs are either up in waterfall, getting your feet up above your heart, or you can take it into shoulder stand, right? Popping your hips up, walking your shoulders in toward the midline. Your hands are on your lower back here. Tuck your tail again. It's just like you're standing, right? But you're upside down. So keep the legs engaged. Tuck your tail up toward your heels. Stack your spine. One more breath here. As you exhale, start to let your feet fall behind your head. Coming into plow pose, maybe interlacing your fingers down the mat here, if your toes touch. Holding it here, finding length and space in, and actually width in your lower back here. And then bend your knees to either side of your ears, your head by your ears. Coming to Karnapadasana for just a moment, letting your legs hang heavy, opening the back. And then as you exhale, hands come down the mat. Roll yourself all the way down. Point those toes. Good. Take it nice and slow. Inhaling here and exhaling. Hug your knees in towards your chest here. Rock yourself up and down. Come all the way up to seated. Taking a nice forward fold. Good. Legs are engaged again. Squeeze into that imaginary midline, or if you like have a block between your legs, and take yourself over your legs, pulling your spine nice and long. Especially think about your lower back lengthening here, right? Finding space and then letting your head go. Squeezing those legs in, don't let them go. We're almost there, guys. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way up to seated. Can't be a class without a nice straddle stretch here. Good. So open your legs out to the side. Put your hands behind you. Use that to tip a little bit forward on your sit bones as you lift your heart toward the sky, pressing your palms down, opening your heart. And then with that length, start to walk yourself forward. Staying on your hands, forearms, you can come all the way down. Again, keep those legs attached to the mat. Toes are pointed toward the sky, or maybe think about pointing them, whatever you're doing, like just do something with them. Don't let them kind of flail around doing nothing, right? Everything's engaged. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Hands come behind your thighs, gather the soles of your feet together. Come into Baddha Konasana, slowing it down. Inhale here, hold onto your feet as you pull them together, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold it down. Use your elbows to open your legs a little bit more, right? As if I was behind you, like pressing your inner thighs down and out away from each other, like a rolling pin. One more breath. Inhale here, come all the way up to seated. Extend those legs out in front of you. Again, roll yourself down, really hollow out your belly here. You take yourself slowly down. Coming into fish pose here to wrap it up. So pop yourself up on your elbows. Good, shimmy them down towards your hips. Really press down to lift up and open your shoulders. You might find some more space to move your elbows down. Drop your head here 3 times, just in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe it in, let it go. One more breath, breathe in. As you exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, come all the way down onto the mat. If you need to adjust your playlist for a more calming song for Shavasana, now's the time to do it. We really moved, got a lot in. We really moved. So take advantage of this Shavasana. Take up space on your mat. Let your breath just kind of guide you there, right? It's going to happen whether or not you're thinking about it or not. So just honor that and try to just be for a few moments. Slowly start to let your breath and body reawaken. Bringing small movements to your fingers, your wrists, your toes, your ankles. Rock your head side to side. And take a deep inhale, reach your arms up overhead, take a nice full body stretch, honoring here and really noticing all of the difference in your body and your mind and your heart when you do this. And then as you exhale, gather your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a hug. Pausing there for a moment, keeping your eyes gently closed. And as you're ready, start to come back to a seated position on your mat. Checking in one last time by shrugging your shoulders up by your ears, rolling them back, nice tall spine. Really honoring yourself for all this extra space you've created in your mind, your body, and your spirit, and your heart. We'll close today with Loka Samasta. Please join me, taking a deep inhale. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Your hands together at heart center. Bowing your chin for just a moment here to honor yourself, thank yourself, celebrate yourself, knowing that everything that you need is right within you. All the wisdom, all the love, and everything that you need. Bring your hands to prayer at your third eye, sealing it all in. Taking a deep breath in, and we exhale, bowing forward together. Namaste.